Muletrain!
It is time now for the Monday, April the 3rd, 2017 edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
17 Muleshoe High School students will go to Abilene this weekend to participate in the regional academic UIL contest. They are Vanessa Ramirez, and she will be in two events, accounting as well as social studies. Lizette Vinzar, calculator applications. Hallie Might, in editorial writing. In feature writing, Sadie Sudduth. Cody No and Kiera Regalado, both in informative speaking. Yvette Elizalde, Lincoln Douglas debate, as well as Ricardo Torres. Hallie Gardner in news writing. Chris Barber, persuasive speaking. Chris Flores, poetry interpretation. White Parker, prose interp, as well as Miranda Melendez. Fernando Salamanca, prose interpretation. Alexandria Mojica, Maria Campos, and Benita Platas in social studies. And all the speech students who competed in UIL place first and will advance to the academic regional University Interscholastic League meet in Abilene this weekend. On Sunday, the high was 66 degrees and the low 31. On Monday morning at 7 o'clock, officially in Muleshoe, it was 35 degrees, but it's warming up very quickly. And now 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, brings you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity.
Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 area, whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world. Security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company. 5 area plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 area 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Well, a nice day on tap here in Muleshoe on Monday with a sunny day, high near 76 degrees, northwest winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight, low around 42, west-southwest winds around 10 miles per hour, becoming northwest after midnight tonight. Then on Tuesday, a 20% chance of showers, areas of blowing dust afternoon, mostly cloudy, high around 60 degrees. Windy conditions with the west wind between 10 and 20 miles per hour, increasing to 25 to 35 miles per hour. During the afternoon hours, winds could gust as high as 45 miles per hour. So some windy conditions tomorrow on Tuesday. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 32 degrees, windy with a northwest wind between 25 and 30 miles per hour, decreasing as the evening goes on. Winds can gust as high as 40 miles per hour. Wednesday, sunny, high near 61 degrees, northwest winds around 15 miles per hour. Clear Wednesday night, low around 34 degrees. Northwest winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny, high around 71 degrees. Southwest winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear Thursday night, low around 40. Friday, mostly sunny, high around 77 degrees. Southwest winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly clear, low around 46. And repeating our forecast for today on Monday, for Muleshoe, sunny, high near 76 degrees. Northwest winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour this afternoon. Partly cloudy tonight, low around 42 degrees. Then Tuesday, a 20% chance of showers. Areas of blowing dust afternoon, mostly sunny, high around 60 degrees. Winds and gusts as high as 45 miles per hour during the afternoon hours on Tuesday, and another blowing Tuesday evening, low around 32 and partly cloudy. Windy conditions, wind gusts can gust as high as 40 miles per hour Tuesday evening. 5-area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. And after our rain last week and a temporary burn ban lift, the burn ban went back into effect Sunday evening.
Be sure and be fire wise and locate your storage sheds away from other structures. Do not put it right up close to your home or any other structure. Avoid outdoor burning. Recycle mulch and compost. Your driveway should be accessible with your address visible. Thin and prune trees and shrubs. Vegetation should be located 100 feet from all structures on your property. This is very important. Do not plant trees or shrubs right up close to any structure, your home or any other building on your property. Wood pile, fuel tanks, and other burnable materials should be located at least 30 feet from all structures on your property. Chimneys should be cleaned and also screened. 100 feet garden hose should be attached to a faucet near your home. Keep your grass always mowed short. Just some tips to keep safety when it comes to a fire. We'll give you tornado safety rules later. A pickup hit the Ronnie Gardner residence at 903 East Fur in the Country Club edition of Muleshoe Friday afternoon. Luckily, no one was at home at the time of the accident. Heavy damage was done to the residence. That was the second pickup that hit a structure here in Muleshoe in less than a week. The first occurred a week ago on Sunday when a pickup hit the Irish Inn on U.S. Highway 84 East in Muleshoe. We'll be back with more Muletrain news.
Leo's, the best place to get fajitas, burritos, salads, and grilled cheese. They also have the best seasoning ever. So go to Leo's Mexican Food Restaurant at 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas. The best Mexican food ever.
This edition of the Muletrain News is being brought to you today by Leo's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where you can show your school spirit now with the First Bank School Spirit MasterCard debit card, available at the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 202 South First Street. Call 806-272-4515. Available now for the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustangs. Show your team spirit and earn cash for your school every time you swap your card with the new First Bank School Spirit MasterCard debit cards, available from the First Bank right here in Muleshoe. The First Bank is member FDIC. Muleshoe Independent School District is accepting applications for bus drivers. It's a great opportunity for retirees to help make a difference in the life of a child. Starting pay is $11.33 depending on driving experience. You can go online to get an application at www.muleshoeisd.net or pick up an application at the administration office, 514 West Avenue G, between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Information concerning the position can be obtained by calling Merrill Young, 806-272-7329. Muleshoe ISD is an equal opportunity employer. Again, they're accepting applications now for bus drivers. Go online to muleshoeisd.net or go by the administration office, 514 West Avenue G, or you can call Merrill Young, 806-272-7329.
Mr. and Mrs. Brett Bammert of Muleshoe have a new baby daughter born Wednesday morning at 8:37. At birth, she weighed 6 pounds, 12 ounces, and was 21 inches long. Brett and Madison Bammert have named her Brooklyn Marie. Grandparents all live right here in Muleshoe. Mr. and Mrs. Nick Bammert and Mr. and Mrs. Thurman Myers. Congratulations to all of the family of Little Miss Brooklyn Marie Bammert on her safe arrival in our world. There will be a district golf meet at the Plainview Country Club being held today on Monday. At 5 today, the Lady Mules softball team will play Slayton here in Muleshoe, and the Muleshoe Mules will also play baseball against Slayton here in Muleshoe. Now, last Saturday, April the 1st, no April Fool, the Lady Mules lost their game to Roosevelt 7-5, and the Muleshoe Mules also lost their game to Roosevelt 12-7. The standings now in baseball are Shallowater 3-0, Idlew 2-1, Roosevelt 2-1, and Littlefield 2-1. The Mules 0-3 and Slayton 0-3. And the softball standings in the district, Roosevelt 4-0, Shallowater 4-0, the Lady Mules 2-2, Idlew 1-3, Slayton 1-3, and Littlefield 0-4. Now, there is a correction on the schedule that is printed. The game for this weekend will be Friday at 4:30, and that will be here in Muleshoe for both the Lady Mules playing Idlew and the Mules baseball team playing Idlew. That's on Friday at 4:30, all here in Muleshoe. That's moved up from Saturday. On Tuesday and Wednesday, the district track meet will be held at Shallowater, and also we will be covering the running events of the district track meet, so be sure and watch for that here online and on the air. The University Interscholastic League choir, concert, and sight reading contests are also on Tuesday. Then the Muleshoe High School graduates will receive their caps and gowns on Wednesday morning at 11-1. The biology and U.S. history benchmark tests will be given all day on Wednesday at Muleshoe High School. Thursday all day, a tennis tournament will be held at Levelland. So a lot of things going on at Muleshoe High School this week. The Texas Association of Community Schools will meet at Belton on Saturday. The Muleshoe Art Association annual spring show will be held this month, and they will accept your exhibits on Monday, April the 17th from 9 until 3. The exhibition is open to all adult artists working in any fine art media, including oils and acrylics, watercolor, pastels, photography, and miscellaneous. Entries should be original and produced within the last 2 years. Works completed in a workshop or under supervision are not eligible to be entered in the Muleshoe Art Association Spring Show. All work should be suitable for viewing by families and children. All accepted works must be delivered ready to hang securely with wire, no sawtooth hangers, wet paint, or canvas board. Framed or gallery wrapped canvas with sides finished are acceptable, however. All watercolor, pastel, charcoal, and photography must be matted and framed under glass or plexiglass. Please deliver artwork in person or by your representative. The entry fees are $5 for members of the Muleshoe Art Association and $10 for non-members. No limit on entries or category awards. Artists must be placed in more than one category. All artists must pay entry fees, complete an entry form, and a label for each entry. Entry forms and labels are available when you come to the Muleshoe State Bank to enter. They will give a first place $50, second place $30, third place $20, and honorable mention in each category. Only one Best in Show, $200, sponsored by the Muleshoe Area Medical Center and Leal's Mexican Restaurant here. Only one Purchase Award, $350, sponsored by the AIM Bank or Muleshoe State Bank. Only one People's Choice Award will be given. Artists are welcome to sell their artwork during the exhibition if they wish. The judging will be Tuesday, April the 18th from 9 until noon, and awards reception will be held that afternoon from 1:30 to 3, and that will be at the Muleshoe State Bank Community Room. You must pick up your entries by Friday, April the 21st between 9 and 3. Winners of Best in Show, first and second place, and the Purchase Award will remain on display in the bank lobby until Friday, April the 28th. Pick up those awards after Friday, April the 28th, before 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you need any other information about the Spring Muleshoe Art Association's art show, you can call Diane Brown. On April the 6th, that is Thursday, at the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association meeting room, there will be a High Plains Underground Water Conservation District series of rainwater harvesting workshop. Each workshop features a panel of local rain catchment experts. The fee is $20 due at the door. The first 25 to register will receive a free rain barrel and rain chain. You can call for more information 806 762 0181. And that in Muleshoe is being held Thursday, April the 6th at the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association meeting room from 6:30 until 8:30. There are also other times in Levelland, Canyon, and Lubbock. At the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center on Tuesday, they're serving meatloaf, scalloped potatoes, green beans, cucumber and tomato salad, tossed vegetable salad with low-cal French dressing, sliced whole wheat bread, sliced bananas and orange juice, and your choice of drink every day at noon starting at 11:30. On Wednesday, chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, country gravy, stewed okra, seasoned corn, and pumpkin squares for dessert. Thursday's menu: Salisbury steak with mushroom sauce, mashed potatoes, spinach, pea salad, whole wheat dinner rolls, and fruit cocktail. And always on Friday, you have a choice of either fish or chicken strips. The Bailey County Senior Citizens at the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center are honoring this month of April Robin and Steve Friskup. They are being recognized for the support that they give to the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center. They first lived in Canyon and came to Muleshoe to do only a Bible study in a backyard. That Bible study continued for 6 months. 16 years ago, they were asked to move to Muleshoe and start a cowboy church. There were only 5 or 6 people to begin the church, and they first had that meeting on Highway 84, on Highway 214 at a horse arena. Then they moved the church to Birch Street and now to the present location on U.S. Highway 84 East here in Muleshoe, next to the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association. The senior citizens of Bailey County want to thank Robin and Steve Friskup and recognize them as a couple who has helped so very much the senior citizens of our community. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
Muleshoe State Bank and AIM Bank are merging, bringing many exciting opportunities to the Muleshoe, Lasbuddy, and Farwell areas. AIM Bank will bring technology enhancements and increased lending capabilities while keeping all the same smiling faces you're used to in the Farwell and Muleshoe locations. The merger is expected to be completed during the second quarter of 2017. Muleshoe State Bank and Farwell Banking Center will join AIM Bank's 16 full-service locations in the Panhandle, South Plains, Permian Basin, and Big Country regions of Texas, combined with an ATM network of more than 750 Stripes convenience store locations in Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. AIM Bank and Muleshoe State Bank have a commitment to supporting local communities and their local customers. Muleshoe State Bank and AIM Bank, where a handshake still means something, both member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The Muleshoe Area Medical Center has 3 new nurse practitioners, Christy Lee, Leonaria, and Janice Soto, to serve you and help you feel better. You can call to make an appointment with Christy Lee or Leonaria at 806-272-7544. That's the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, which is located inside of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center at 708 South 1st Street. Janice Soto works with Dr. Bruce Purdy across the street from the hospital at the Family Medical Clinic. There are 3 new nurse practitioners, Christy Lee, Leo Neria, and Janice Soto, now working with the Muleshoe Area Medical Center.
Tattered Tumbleweed, 1405 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas, has in a huge selection of Duke Cannon Supply Company grooming goods like the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, ice cold aftershave balm, cold shower cooling soap cubes, Bloody Knuckles hand repair balm, soap on a rope bundle pack, the huge tubes of Tactical Lick Protectant, along with a good variety of soaps featuring the Old Milwaukee American Lager beer soap. New selection of metal letters with bows available to decorate any room in the house, and also see the warmies that you can heat in the microwave or freeze in the freezer, perfect for that little one with an ear or toothache, and in several different huggable animal shapes. New items in at Tattered Tumbleweed in every nook and cranny, including giftable coffee mugs, awesome new makeup bags, ornamental wall art, drink pitchers, queso bowls, paper towel holders, huge selection of baby and kids clothing, along with new kids boots by Anderson Bean, Durango, Justin, and much, much more. Wedding shower selections for Elizabeth McCollum and Justin Pitch set for April 30th, and a wedding shower selections also for Cole Hawkins and Casey Stanfield. All this and much more now in at Tattered Tumbleweed in Muleshoe, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m., and closed Sundays and Mondays at 1405 West American Boulevard, Tattered Tumbleweed.
A tornado is a violently rotating column of air extending from the base of a thunderstorm down to the ground. Here are some tornado safety rules. During any storm, listen to local news or NOAA weather radio to stay informed about watches and warnings. Pick a safe room in your home where household members and pets may gather during a tornado. This should be a basement, storm cellar, or an interior room on the lower floor with no windows. Practice periodic tornado drills so that everyone knows what to do if a tornado is approaching. Consider having your safe room reinforced. Plans for reinforcing an interior room to provide better protection can be found on the FEMA website. Prepare for high winds by removing diseased and damaged limbs from all trees on your property. Move or secure lawn furniture, trash cans, hanging plants, or anything else that can be picked up by the wind and become a projectile. Watch for tornado danger signs. Dark, often greenish clouds, a phenomena caused by hail. Wall clouds, cloud of debris, large hail, funnel clouds, a visible rotating extension of the cloud base, and roaring noise is another danger sign that a tornado may be approaching. Holy Week services will be held starting on Sunday, April the 9th at 6 o'clock on Palm Sunday at the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe. Then on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, noontime services will be held at 12 noon each day. On Monday, April the 10th at First Baptist Church, Tuesday, April the 11th, First United Methodist Church Fellowship Hall, Wednesday, April the 12th, back at the First Baptist Church, but the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ members will be host. On Sunday, April the 16th, that's Easter Sunday, sunrise services will be held at 7 o'clock at the basketball court near the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ, and that will be right there next to or in the new city park of Muleshoe. If you have only an hour to eat in and you work here in Muleshoe, you'll have plenty of time to attend the noonday services Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week during Holy Week at the churches here in Muleshoe. The Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous and the Al-Anon family groups meet at the First United Methodist Church at 507 West 2nd every week. Al-Anon meets at 7 o'clock every Monday night, and please use the extreme south door of the church. And Al-Anon is for men and women who have a family member who has a problem with alcoholism and or drug addiction. AA is a fellowship of both men and women who share their hope, strength, and experiences to stay sober one day at a time. AA meetings are held every Tuesday and Friday night at 7 at the First United Methodist Church. Please use the front door near the Fellowship Hall for the AA meetings. On our prayer list, please remember Dorothy Sorley, Gabby Stone, Brian Taylor, also Dorothy Turner. Sam Allison of Amarillo, who grew up here in Muleshoe, will have a skin graft on his leg and back in Dallas on Wednesday. Sam Allison is the son of the late Sammy and Oscar Allison of Muleshoe. Please remember Christy Whitt, who was in a wreck recently. Carolyn Johnson needs to be on our prayer list. And of course, we always remember her husband, Buck Johnson. But please remember Carolyn, especially in your prayers now. Maureen and Robert Hooten, Alice Sims. We're glad that Buck Campbell is out among us and doing well, and so is Marshall Cook. And also Betty Noble's great-grandson. He is the son of Johnny Noble and also the grandson of Danny and Cynthia Noble, or Cynthia Haynes. He is now in inpatient physical therapy at VCU Medical Center in Richmond, Virginia. And he is working very hard to learn to be independent. He is determined, and he has a long battle ahead of him. His name is Dylan Noble, and he had a broken neck due to an accident recently. Remember Pat Nichols, Dick Kendrick, and also remember in your prayers Joy Costin of Clovis and her daughter Debbie Trotter of Last Buddy. Also Jean Richardson, who is recuperating from a broken left hip. The families of Bob Landers, 86 of Muleshoe, Roger Berman, 69, formerly of Muleshoe, April Hug Callis, 42 of Amarillo, formerly of Muleshoe.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well. Find it free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. We'll hear from a clown who collects penguins. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 77 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. They're owned by the members they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online, bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
When Dale Flashberg of Bernie was 21 years old, she joined the CIA.
Well, I saw an article in the newspaper, and it said government jobs available overseas possibilities. And my dad said, hey, you want to go overseas? This might be the thing to do. I did want to travel. I wanted to get out and see the world.
She did her share of traveling.
I've been to every continent. I like the Antarctic. I collect penguins. I have a real live stuffed one at home that I got when I was stationed in Argentina. But I collect penguins. I have over 2,000 penguins from all over the world. Any place you look in my home, you'll see a penguin. I also collect stamps with penguins on it.
Dale worked for the government until she retired in 1999.
When I retired, I wanted a sewing machine, a dog, and a bicycle.
Her bicycle is like a unicycle with training wheels. She rides it in parades. Dale is a clown.
I have always admired clowns and how funny they are and how good they are to people. And I saw it advertised in the Elder Hostel magazine 11 years ago. And I told my husband, I said, look, they're offering a Clowning 101. He said, so when you going? And I said, I'm going in March. I went to Sarasota, Florida, and had an intensive week clowning school, and came back, and I am Patches the Clown. Because I'm a quilter, so I named myself Patches. I love quilting. My house is full of quilts. I make more quilts than I can give away, but that's okay. So I go to hospitals, nursing homes, retirement homes, some birthday parties, but I prefer the older people.
What do you do to make them laugh?
Little tricks, pocket magic. I also make balloons, twist balloons. I'll dance with them.
She and her husband are both in their second marriages. They had a lot of household items alike.
We have the same dishes, and we have the same painting from the same artist.
They both collected Oriental rugs.
He took the dimensions of all the rugs and decided that we needed a 4,000 square foot house to accommodate all the rugs. And that's what we had.
Dale Flashberg of Bernie. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.